Have you ever found yourself just wondering, like, why am I not doing this thing that I should be doing, even though I know it's going to progress my career, or it's going to help clean up my space, or it's going to help with whatever problem I have at the moment that's really pressing on me, but why aren't I doing it? Hi, my name is Mavis. I go by It's Fishy on Instagram and YouTube. I'm here to help you figure this out. That will take less than 5 minutes to do, and that's going to really help with progressing in whatever kind of aspect or adventure you're looking to do. So you're gonna do it with me. You're gonna pause this video, open up your to-do list, and then pick the first thing that'll take under 5 minutes to do. Seriously, it's not that hard. Okay, so I assume you've paused it and you come back. This is my to-do list. So I've been putting off putting my flashbook together for the longest time. Ever since the beginning of November, I've been telling myself, okay, I'm going to make a flashbook, but it's never happened until now. So yesterday I made the trek all the way to Chatswood to pick up a album book from Muji. And if you are an artist watching this, I highly recommend it if you want to display any of your traditional work or any printed work. The really amazing thing about this album is that you can peel back this plastic cover and reseal it. So essentially it's like a hot swappable keep. It just looks so much more professional, especially since these pages, they're thick. They're like at least 350, 400 GSM. Okay, and they come packaged in a recyclable paperboard book. So I'm going to take the plastic covering off of this because I'm not enjoying how shiny it looks. Alright everyone, so here's that piece of thing. So hopefully if you're listening along, you are also just doing your own thing in the meanwhile. Otherwise, if you're just watching for entertainment purposes, keep going. This afternoon, I dragged my ass to the nearest Office Works, which is a printing company for those based outside of Australia. And honestly, this was the easiest thing to do. I spent $7 to finally finish this flashbook that I've been meaning to do for like over 3 months. Like, why is it that easy? But why was it so hard at the same time? So essentially, what I've got here, I've essentially organized my flash pieces and put borders around them to say like this is how big the album art is. You're gonna see what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna cut these out and you're gonna do it with me. Okay, so excuse the mess, but here we go. We've got metal knife, cutting board. I just want to rehash that this cutting mat has served me since university in like 2017. I can't believe I still have it and I actually still end up using it. So for all the artists out there, here's a PSA. Grab yourself a cutting mat. It doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be expensive. I think I got this one at like some $2 store on the way to university. Some people watching me do this right now might be screaming at me like, oh my gosh, your ruler's not long enough, you should mark out lines. But also, I have always had the mentality of fuck it, let's ball. So let's just go. Anyone doing this for the first time ever, I highly recommend using a metal ruler. Not only that the X-Acto knife won't cut into the actual ruler as easily, but also to like basically protect your fingers from slipping. And you know what, you're right, I could use a guillotine, but I don't have one at home, and also I can't bother to wait until when I'm in work next to do it. So here I am, one at a time. Let me show you how this will fit into the book. I'm just gonna open up to a random page. I don't want this to be my first piece of art in here because I do have some other pieces that I'm drawing at the moment that I want to be in the first page. I'm gonna grab the corner of the film here, peel it back. Also, there's like a kind of sticky layer here. You can't see the details, but I might give you a better shot later. Position it however we want. So I'm just gonna eyeball it. I'm not really fast. And we're essentially done. That's literally it. And that's a very clean, beautiful, professional looking page in your flashbook. This is a great option for people who don't really like the look of cutting like individual pieces out and then sticking it on like a piece of paper, and people who don't like how sometimes a plastic folio can look or feel tacky. Also, for those who draw traditionally, you can do the exact same thing paper is going to act the same. As long as you cut it down to size and standardize it, it will look really nice and clean. So I'm going to finish off the rest of it and then I'll show you the final product. Okay, so I finished cutting all of these out. Hopefully there will be more to add, but for now this is what I've got. Now trust me guys, I am not a perfectionist, but I do care about how people view this book. So I'm going to put all my horizontal pieces together on one spread so that when people look through it, they're not going to have to, I don't know, pretend they're like driving a Mario Kart, and they can just tilt it once and then they'll be done with it. I can't remember which book it was, but there was this book that was describing, hold on, something called the knowing doing gap, which is like where if you know what you have to do, but then you don't end up doing it, that's the source of like our pain and suffering. So essentially what I'm trying to say is like this was plaguing me for the longest time because I could not bridge that gap between knowing that I wanted and had to do this, but then not doing it for whatever reason that I tell myself. And I guess the reasons I was kind of subconsciously telling myself was like, oh, like you gotta wait, you don't even know your style yet, like, oh, maybe people won't like it, or you have to find the perfect material. It's like, no, this is a perfect reminder about why sometimes it's better to just do the thing and then worry about it later, because you can edit it. You can literally edit it, go back, revise it, and update it however you need to in the future once you get better. Things don't have to be perfect immediately. And even though I know consciously that this is the case a lot of times, I mean, as seen here, like I don't actually follow through on it. My phone ran out of storage halfway through, but anyway, what was I getting at? Whatever you're thinking of or of doing, or if you're doing it with me right now, realizing that it's actually going to better yourself either mentally, physically, or emotionally, just taking that first step to doing something, even if it's just cleaning up your room, because I know not all of y'all clean up after yourself the moment you put stuff down, me included. Even if it's just cleaning your room, or finally signing up to the gym membership, or like going on that date that you've been putting off on because you're scared that it's not going to work out, or you're like feeling jaded. It's fine. Every action you take that bridges that knowing doing gap, oh, I know I should do this, but it's causing me so much suffering, brings you closer to the person that you want to be, the person that you know you have the potential to be. And because of that, I think anyone who decides to actually do something deserves a well done and good job, and I'm proud of you, in case you haven't heard already. So here's that book. I'm working on a few pieces that hopefully I'll be able to show you guys on my Instagram. Maybe give me a follow if you're interested in keeping up on what I do. But hopefully those will take these prime spots at the front where hopefully I can make the best impression I can. I might paint something on the cover as well, just to be like, oh, it's my book. But for now, I'm really happy, really glad that I finally took the initiative to do this. And yeah, I am actually proud of myself. Like, some things that seem hard in my brain or seem like way too many steps turned out to be so easy, and I finished in like 2 days. So maybe this is your sign too. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's a bit of a shorter video, but if you do enjoy this video, please feel free to give it a click on the like and maybe subscribe just to support little old me. And also, if you're interested in like educational content around art or building a portfolio or tattooing especially, I do make vlogs and how-to/beginner guides. I definitely want to release more. These are really fun to make. And so yeah, I'm hoping I'll catch you around. Have a good one, stay safe, and I care about you very, very, very much. Love from an internet stranger. Bye.